Hello guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of my Clanfolk playthrough series. So, starting off right where we left with our little house here made and our little residence of our currently unnamed village sleeping for the night. So, been away for quite a while. I've been reading the comments about this game that you guys have left, and a few things I want to change. It's firstly with our water spots and drinking spots. So I think I've read a comment about you probably shouldn't have these right next to each other, and that does make sense. So I'm going to delete all of these and then replace them with a good bit of separation between them. I think I've done good by having the poop holes further away from the village here. But if I just get those placed as a start to the video. And then other things I want to work on is trying to get some more houses made so we can actually get some little workshops set up. But trying to make them out of wood. And if I come to ideas here, obviously what I saw before, we unlock the water wall. I want to unlock wood walls. I'm not sure how far down. Log wall. So we need to get 100 logs before we can unlock that. So I will work to get that, and we can get some proper houses set up. Okay, so I've got my spots placed. I'm hoping this is a good enough distance away from each other. But if it isn't, I'm sure I'll find out pretty soon. So we've got that. I'm going to start the game in a fast speed so that people actually sleep for the night. If we look now, we can plant berry bushes. That was something we unlocked in the last episode. So I actually do want to get some berry bushes planted. I'm not sure how much of a sustainable food source it is in terms of if actually you can plant loads of berries and actually that's a good enough food source to cover you for many months, or maybe it's very, very small amount of food you get. But let's get, that looks like a decent size. We'll get all those berry bushes planted. Trees, I'm not too fussed yet because got a lot of trees in the area. I think we're starting to run out and then get some trees. We've got the berry bushes planted there. What about the soil, tilled soil, fertility bonus? I'm not sure if that applies to berry bushes, but just in case. No, I'm not sure it does apply to berry bushes. It has actually deleted the berry bushes. So I'll get rid of all of this and then I'll replant those berry bushes. So we've got the berry bushes replanted, extended it a little bit just so I get a little bit more out of that. And I need to have a look at our task list. Task list, or is it skill? This is it, skills, and you can then set here our farmer. So farming here, that's harvesting. Where's farming? Here. So we can see which our best farmers are. And this is here, Bessie's one of our best. So do you know what? I'm going to have Bessie. I think actually that's a good position here because medical, hunting, gathering definitely more important than farming. So I think farm's in a good spot there. We've got Duncan here, who's really good at harvesting. So I am actually going to increase his farming here. At the same level as Bessie. And then actually Isabel as well is really good. So let's get them up here with the farming so we can get those berry bushes planted. But later on, I might specialise into other things as well. So I'll play around with those tasks. You can see here on the coast, our guys are planting the reed seeds because I needed them planted so we can get more straw quicker than having to use, is it called a thresher? That's it, the thresher. So we can get the reed seed planted and we've got our berry bushes already being planted by quite a lot of them actually. So this is a perfect start. Oh, so we've actually now unlocked haystack. So that assumes just lets us store straw. Or what is it? Storage for cut grasses. I'm not sure if it's for straw or if it's just for cut grasses, but I am going to get some of them placed next to our thresher here. Oh, we've also unlocked oat grains. Okay. Okay, that's not bad at all. Maybe oat is one of the plants here. I just didn't realise and we've just cut some. But growing oat would be a pretty good food source. But I'm not sure we've actually got any food sources at the moment that we can grow because if we look at planting, crops is just grass and reeds. So I think I'll leave that one for now. But if we look here on the right, this is all the stuff that's new. So we've got the sleep mats. So we need straw and twine for that. I'm actually going to get some of these made. So I'll get 4 made for now. I'll get every single one made for now. Why not? I'll get every single one because I'm assuming we can move them once we've made them. So we'll get them made. What do we need? We need lots of twine. And someone said in the comments as well that stuff like twine, something you also want to have on a continuous cycle. So if I do this and then wait until tomorrow, Or if, yeah, so let's just say 10 twine, always made, and then wait until tomorrow. I think that's again the correct way to do it. Repeat the build queue. There we go. So now they should always have at least 10 twine made. Same with the stone axes as well. Actually, I don't know about that one. I'll leave it on just the twine for now. But that way we always have a supply of twine. I'm sure I'll find out as we get further in which resources we need all the time. I'm also complaining about light here. If I come to objects, or not objects, buildings, straw window, let's get one built there. That might let a little bit of light in so that our people aren't too upset. And there we go, our first straw beds. Now we can get floor mats, double sleep beds, and then animal beds. This is perfect. So we can really start to make a nice little home environment now. Okay, so one thing I do need is the charcoal kiln. We didn't actually ever build one, so I'm going to get that built just outside of our house here. I don't think it's not saying anything about a flammable radius, so I'm not too worried about it setting our house on fire. But that probably isn't the safest thing to do, but a kiln right next to your house. We've got that. We've also got a butcher's block. I thought I made one of these, but maybe not. So we'll get our butcher's block just next to the kiln. Just there. So that means we can maybe start hunting a little animal. We can get some animal traps. So if I go to objects, a rat trap. So let's get a rat trap made somewhere just above our house here. And look at that, snare kit, simple bow. Wow, it's really all coming together now. So let's get 3 simple bows made. And then I think we've got Duncan, or Duncane, and I think Duncane and then the old dude. Who's the old dude? Gilbert, that's it. I think these two are our hunters. So we can have them using the simple bow. You can see here we've also got all these berries placed around, but we haven't grown them yet. And I'm not sure why that is the case. Is it because we don't have enough hoes or something? Because it's got the hoe symbol there. Or the sickle symbol there, I should say. Not, but then we've got a stone hoe there. Maybe it's to do with a sickle there, but we don't actually have any sickles. So let's get some sickle. Oh no, we have a sickle there. I want to talk about. So yeah, maybe it's just that we don't have enough time. But then I've set farming here. Oh, maybe they're harvesting. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all, actually. Let's get Bessie just to increase the farming just a little bit. Okay, and sorry, I think what it's actually saying, because I can see that these people are all in their free time, you can see that they're not doing anything. What I think it actually means is we don't have enough berries, and it's got the berry symbol to say we need the berries. I assume it means, because we can see here we've got 0 berries. So, I'm going to go to jobs, clear bushes, or gather berries, got 100% harvest off, and then, yeah, look, we can see how many berries there are all the way over here in the distance. God, that is a lot, actually. So we'll gather all of them. We're also going to pick some mushrooms. There actually isn't too many mushrooms around. But we'll pick some of them where there is some. And we can see, yeah, look, all of them now have jobs to do. So I think we're actually running into a situation. Oh, look, I didn't even notice this. When you zoom out, a little roof appears over our building. The straw roof, that is amazing. But yeah, so what I was just saying is, I didn't realise, but actually all the people were just sitting around not doing anything. So it is good that now they've got something to do. So I need to find some more sustainable jobs for them to do that we can, get some maybe clothes made or some crops grown. So put here the kiln, we can make charcoal and wood ash. For charcoal we need branches and clay to make charcoal and wood ash. So let's get that and then repeat the build queue. Okay, so we're bringing over some berries. What I've also done is set for all these trees to be chopped down. The reasoning is because firstly I want to clear space so we can build some more buildings, but also we need the logs to not only unlock the idea for log walls, but also then to build the log walls once we got them. And then here we go, yes, it was because we didn't have enough berries. So that is what that symbol meant, saying we didn't actually have the berries. So Isabel here is now planting the berry bushes. We've got a nice little bit of berry bushes coming up here. Oh wow, look at this. We've gone from charcoal kiln, which is obviously purely to make charcoal, to now a kiln where we can make pottery. So this needs rocks, stones, clay, straw. Oh, we can make pottery with this, and pottery actually means we can get some basic cutlery, get some plates, bowls, maybe make some ornaments. So, really important one. And I'm going to have it on the outside for now, but later on, can I move this? Store it for moving, perfect. So yes, you can move these things. So, I can get that made, and later on maybe make it even like a pottery workshop, like a mason's workshop, where I then have all of those construction things all linked. You'll see here that need hay. We don't actually have enough for our thresher, so I'm going to set a job to clear or just harvest plants, I assume it is. And then I'm going to harvest some space here and space here because I want to build some more houses in this area. So we'll get that harvested and I'm going to get the kiln made just next to the charcoal kiln. Okay, so it's day 4 and we've just randomly, when everyone woke up, unlocked the messenger post and the vacancy sign. No idea what this is for. Messages are experimental and will not arrive until day 30. Tells travellers that there is food and a warm bed here. Okay. It's very interesting. So the messenger thing, I assume, is just a new feature. I'm not going to play around with that just yet. But the vacancy sign means you could make a house, a bed, some food, and maybe then what? Can you attract visitors who then come to your settlement and maybe pay you coins? Just sleep in the room and eat food. Maybe they even join your settlement and you get more people to work with. I'm not sure, but definitely want to keep an eye on that one. And if we can get some log houses set up, we can maybe even get that ready once we've got everyone else in the room. We've got some production buildings set up. But straw's a big one that we're having a problem with. So getting the hay here will be important for that. I also need to get more reeds. So if I go to jobs here, and then harvest plants, and I'll harvest all the 100% only actually I'll say. So I'll harvest all these reeds along the coast here, and then what I'll do is replant them with the reeds once we've harvested them. To get some there and down here, just so we can consistent source of straw. Because once we've chopped a lot of this grass, it ain't growing back, I don't think. Not unless we actually replant it ourselves. So the reeds will be an important source. It's a very cool feature. A dump. But it creates fertile ground. I didn't realise that. So again, Rimworld, I'm just used to storing your items in a drop point. And you just ignore them. They just disintegrate over time. But in this game, the rotted items actually improve fertility in the area. So when we select a little spot where we can set up some farming. So if I maybe select that just above our berry bushes here as like a dump ground, there we go. So we can then have this as our first patch for farming later on. And look at that, the kiln has been unlocked. Tiles, jugs, bricks, bowls, and water jugs. I assume water jugs means that we don't have to keep walking to the river. You can actually bring the water over. Maybe you can boil it to reduce illness chances. Obviously bowls will probably improve people's happiness by eating. And then bricks and tiles we can use to make more durable houses. So that is a really good start. So let's actually get some clay bowls. We've got, what is that, 7 people? So I'm going to get, well, it's only 5 each. I'm not sure if that means there's 5 bowls made. So I'm going to get 10 made for now. So we get that. I'm not going to use to gather water and put out fires. Okay, I'm going to get a couple clay jugs then. Oh, using some cooking recipes. Okay, I'm only going to get 5 bowls made then. And then the bricks, the smithy bloomery kitchen walls, and the tiles just to build fancy roofs. Okay, so we do actually need to build some of them if we want to unlock more ideas, but I'm going to leave it for now, and instead we need clay. I can't remember. Oh, this is what clay is. Yeah, I was going to say I can't remember where we find the clay, but it's all here. So let's just mine some clay on the coast here. So here we go. This is what I spoke about in episode 1, the wattle and daub wall. So the warble purely uses branches. But I was speaking about how the the Dark Age Celts used to make wattle and daub houses or something like that. I think I brought up in episode 1, and we've actually unlocked it now. So it's clay, branches, and straw, and we get stronger walls. I'm actually going to make some houses out of this potentially. Oh, we got log walls. I didn't even see that log wall. So log wall is actually more flammable than dauble or wattle and daub wall, which obviously makes perfect sense, made of wood. But I assume log walls are maybe hardier. I'm not sure though. The problem with the daub wall is it uses up a lot of straw, and we have to mine a lot of clay if we want to get that. Whereas the log wall, we can just constantly chop down more and more trees. So I'm going to build a log house. I'm not sure what it's going to be. I really don't know what. I think for now, just a residence for maybe our youngest family. We can have the old people in this one, the 2 older people, and then we can have the younger family, just the 5 of them, all in the. Oh, sorry, the older people in this one and the 5 people in that one. And then we get another house, we can then get maybe a workshop, whatever. So let's get that. And I'm going to say, we've got a straw curtain and a straw door. So let's get the straw door made here with a straw window here. Okay, so with our first bow made, we've unlocked Hunt Wild Animals. So I don't really understand how this works. Is there like just wild animals on the map? I don't know if 100% harvest only. I don't understand how this works. Just assume there's wild animals that will roam the map. Maybe we just don't have any. Yeah, there isn't like a zone any place. You have to select animals. So I just assume there isn't any wild animals currently on the map. Oh! No, there is! I think I've selected every single wild animal on the map. Okay, oh gosh, I think I have selected every single wild animal. I didn't see that it was too zoomed out. I'm an absolute idiot. Okay, that's that's really bad. Right, let me just try and cancel all the jobs here just so I don't kill every animal on the map just yet. Yeah, we can see there is lots of animals. Okay, I was just being a complete idiot there. So if I cancel all these jobs, hopefully that's not going to lead to mass extinction on our plots. And then I gathered just some berries. Oh god, there's so many berries. Actually, we've got plenty of berries, and I think we've grown all our berry bushes now. So, do you know what? I'm actually gonna get more berry bushes made because they were quite easy to make. Got plenty of berries in store. Well, actually, no, berries and the raw eels. Yeah, maybe we actually do need to. Also, why have I not got the cooked eel being repeated? Okay, there we go. Cooked eel has been done. We've got hide rack, dry hide, cooked meat. Brilliant. I think we actually have been hunting some animals now. Oh gosh. I don't know about the hunting thing though, but I'm not sure if maybe I just didn't unselect some. Yeah, so there's loads of animals. There's hares, there's deer, loads. So we can actually do some hunting and get some hide. So I go to objects, hunting. We've got the hide rack now. So let's get that made just at the top of our shack here. Okay, so it's good about the cooking because I generally didn't realise I hadn't kept this going. So now that we've got the cooked eel, there we go. So I'm now telling them that they'll make 10 cooked eel. We can also see here that cooked meat is more valuable in food than cooked eel. So let's get some cooked meat. And I'm going to say, yeah, again, 10 cooked meat we want made. Actually, no, I'm going to say more to both of them, actually. Let me just redo all of this. Wow, this game is so in-depth. I absolutely love it. We've now also got a start fire one. So we can just set a forest on fire, creating fertile ground to create some new fields. And then also we don't have to then worry about spending all the time chopping all the grass and cutting down all the trees. But then obviously you can get out of hand, you get a massive forest fire that could be obviously devastating. This game is absolutely fantastic. We've got that, but then also have this add water one. It's another one I got, where I'm not sure how it works. I'm not sure it literally means like you dig a canal, whether you just like, I really don't know what this add water one means. I assume it means dig a canal, but it increases the moisture level in the area, making crops more likely to grow. So I'm going to add that here because I said this was going to be my sort of dump area, where then I'm going to turn it into a field later on. And then if I've also got my berry bushes here, I do want them to essentially grow a bit quicker. But what I am going to do is planting trees and then berry bushes, and I am going to grow more berry bushes just because maybe not that many, just an extra 2 here, just because I think they're going to be really, really useful. And I also want to hunt some more animals because that cooked meat is going to be really, really good. We've got some on the fire that was being cooked. Okay, so I'm just putting a straw roof over our completed log house so that we can finally have this as a house where we can have people living in it. So we've got some water jugs here, we've got our eels coming in, we've got meat coming in. We do need to... Oh, so rain actually puts out fires in this game. Oh, this game is so good, I love it. Again, I'm really used to Rimworld, where it's a realistic game in some parts. The medical system is very realistic, but other parts, it couldn't be less realistic. This game, however, is really, really trying to strive for sort of that realism side of the game where, again, rain puts out fires. You can start fires to create forest fires and create fertile ground. If you then have rotten food on the soil, it actually creates more fertile soil. Really, really realistic stuff. We can see here, our drying rack, funny enough, doesn't work in the rain. I do need to get that inside if I want to get some dried hides. So, we've got our little building up here. I want to set up my first workshop. So, this is sort of just a general workshop. It's not got any specific thing at the moment, because I don't really have anything specific to use it for. It would be a general workshop to have stuff like the drying racks in, maybe a crafting bench if we get something like that, to maybe have tailoring bench, that sort of thing. So if I build that somewhere here, and I want it to be more of a fancy shape, I'm thinking something like this, but then also cancel the build wall here. Actually, I think I do need to make it a little bit more to the right so it doesn't block halfway here. Oh wow, this is interesting. So all of our stored food deteriorates incredibly quickly in the rain as well. We can see the quality's massively dropping. Too warm, too wet, getting old. We shouldn't actually be cooking too much food. I'm going to tune that down just a little bit so we don't actually too much food made, because we don't want it going off. That's just a complete waste. We also can't do our threshing in the rain. So rain is a big one in this game. You do need to have roofed off buildings where they're nice and dry so that you can do a lot of work or have your goods stored, which obviously perfectly makes sense. And it's just me being an idiot to have still got all my food stored outside. So let's actually maybe have this as a crafting room for stuff like the hide racks, but also like a semi-store room so we move all our food in here as well. So it's almost like a granary. Oh wow, so we can see our mushrooms are all rotting away just because they're too wet. They're also too warm at the same time. I'm not sure why that is, because they're not next to a fire. It's just that we're maybe in we are in summer. Oh, we can see 32 degrees. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So we are in summer, 32 degrees. I really was not paying attention to this thing in the top left here. So we're in quite a high temperature summer. So we do need to get our food stored away maybe somewhere cool. Can you build cellars in this game? If not, I don't know how you can. Allows heat transfer between rooms. Critter draw, allows through. No, nothing about any sort of cellar at the moment. But we're trying to think of ways that we can move on in the game. Stone pick is something we can build. Okay, let's get a stone pick made. I've actually told them to wait until tomorrow to build these things, so I'm going to tell them to stop the repeat build crew. Let's just get some stone picks made. Whoa, that stone pick unlocked a lot. Obviously, you'll just have to do with mining. Mining gravel, mining mountains, tools, gold ore, iron ore. So, smithing is going to be a huge one. But obviously not something we can really make great progress with at the moment because we're quite far behind in a lot of areas, let alone smithing. Okay, so the clay brick is something that it's really telling me that I should do. And I assume obviously clay bricks will be good to make houses out of. But the fact that they're needed for bloomeries and kitchens is quite interesting progression, because I assume kitchens mean we can make a much more varied amount of food. So let's get some clay bricks made there, and then let's get some mining or gathering of clay done here. Actually, we do have a lot of clay stored, so let's... I don't think clay breaks down on the outside when it rains and stuff like that. Well, actually, no, it probably does in real life. I'm not sure if it does in the game. So, if we go stockpiles, or not stockpiles, if we go storage, clay bin, I don't think we made a clay bin, so let's get our clay bin there. There's also a meat rack. I'm going to get the meat rack made inside here, and then I'm also going to get my other items that store food moved over there as well. We've got our clay bin there. We then look at other objects. What have we not got? We've got stone pile, wood pile, or log pile I should say, haystacks, branch pile, place to store clay bowls and serve soups. Okay, we've also got a tool rack. And I think a tool rack is going to be really, really important to keep our tools nice and high quality. So let's also move that inside here against the wall, or make one, sorry, against the wall up there. We do need a lot of straw to get this straw roof done. So let's go back to jobs. Let's go to harvest plants, and then let's say 100% harvest only, and then going to harvest. Oh, these are all roots we planted ourselves. So I'm going to harvest all of these reeds over here. I did say I was going to plant those reeds, so let's go to crops, reeds, and then plant all these reeds on the coastline. So that is the end of day 4, I believe. I've got to assign the bed, so there's a bit of a mismatch of beds, but we've got 2 new houses made, one being for our older couple over here. Well, this isn't our older couple, but Bessie's one of our older people, and then this one will be for the new family. And then we've got our almost complete storeroom, dry storeroom basically. So anything that needs to be in a dry, cooler place. So that is our food, meat, tools, and then I'm also going to move our hide rack over here before I forget. So yeah, anything cool that needs to be stored there. I did say it's going to be a workshop. I think we're going to have so much food storage. Like we've got all of this raw eels and all of this food that I want to move inside here. We're not going to have any space, so I'm going to have to lay out a new area to be a workshop. And I think I do want to start, I said a general workshop. I think I do want to start actually by having specific workshops. So one being a cooking station, one being a masonry shop, one being carpentry, just so we can straight away have those areas allocated out. Yeah, so guys, that is the end of episode 2. Made some good progress there. So I really hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you in episode 3. Thanks guys.